Alright, quick video about the build. Real quick. So, since my last respec before Phase 5, I was doing a bunch of like ret stuff. Phase 5 came around, I wanted to go back to Holy so that I could raid heal and help carry the team. But I wanted to try a new Holy spec. So, I'd done the prot tree thing. Deep Holy, I always do the same spec, right? Divine Intellect, these guys. I love these two, Improved Lay on Hands and Unyielding Faith for PvP. I skip Improved Blessing and Wisdom, though I think it's pretty good. I like one in Lasting Judgment, and then the rest is all basic. But this is like my perma Holy Tree PvP build. But I'd done the extra points into Prot, I'd done the extra points into Ret. I wanted to try something new, and I wanted to do something that worked with the gear I had, which is like I have full tier 2 now. So I want something with Improved Judgment so that I can get the most out of the... let me try to do this real quick. I want to try to do something that got some capitalization out of that last set bonus that you get increased holy damage. So the quicker my judgment cooldown is, the more I get out of that. I wanted that, but I didn't want to go deep ret. I also love the protection talent that gives you improved blessing of protection cooldown and improved freedom duration. So I ended up going like something like this because I love Seal of Command. Seal of Command like enables you to use a two-hander, and I have Ashkandi, so I want to use that. I also wanted Improved Judgment because I wanted more out of the tier 2 bonus. The last points I put into Improved Blessing of Might because that's pretty nice. Benediction I'm not as crazy about, just because mana is not an issue much, especially if you're using tier 2, where if you have all this huge mana pool. Then the parry is nice. This one, meh, don't worry about it. So I wanted this build. At least a Seal of Command, because that unlocks doing a Judgment of Command into a Seal of Justice twist, which is really nice stun. It opens up a lot of possibilities, a lot of CC gap closes, etc. escapes. With my last talents, I did this because I knew I wanted 2 in Guardian's Favor, and the last 2, of course, go in Precision, because this is really nice. It supports that two-handed build too, because it gives me 2 out of 5 hit percent I need for PvP. The last points I put into Improved Devotion Aura, but I regret this because I thought it would be a cool idea, because my idea is I'm going to do a bunch of world PvP. I'm going to use my two-hander, and then my main aura is going to be Devotion Aura, and then I'll just swap to other things as needed. But I don't think the gain you get from the buff to Devotion Aura, this is like maybe 200 armor, is nice. But you get a lot from readout. I was doing rogue duels and warrior duels, and for those, you really want to go one-hander. You want to use a one-hander and a shield. And readout makes your shield really strong, because you're getting crit all the time. It gives you all that block mileage, and I kind of regretted doing that. If I went this spec again, I would definitely do readout. So compared to the deep prot spec, so if I did a spec like this, let me see, this would be my like normal, if I was just gonna do this, was like my CDL spec, right? Boom, this, and then maybe something like that. This is like, I'm locking in, I gotta go one-hander here. You get Improved Hammer Justice, which is really nice in Kings, and your shield is amazing for rogues, but you're kind of locked into going one-hander. And then if you go the ret route, you do something like this. Did I just get disconnected? What the heck? Oni buff is going out, I'm getting a little nervous now. But if you go that ret route, you're kind of locking, you're kind of really embracing doing two-hander, and I wanted it to be flexible, and I wanted it to be like a good PvP support, because this makes you a really good PvP support guy, just this talent alone, lowering that cooldown. Yikes. You would end up going something like this probably, right? Boom boom, one more here. Two-hander, one-hander. The hybrid spec I think is a really good balance. You can do pre-made PvP healing. You guys, I have some videos up for that. You could do world PvP. You could do duels with a two-hander going. You could do duels with a one-hander and a shield. It supports a lot, so I like it a lot. But it's like a jack of all trades build. That's all I had to say about that. But with it too, I also am switching my gear a lot. If I log back in, I can show you pretty quickly. Hopefully it lets me in. All I need to show is my gear, but the gist of it is I would rock full tier 2 Judgment. I would use like a Cape of the Trinity is what I have, but you can use Saffron's Draper, the Cloak of the Harkari Worshippers, that spell power one. And then you also want, what the fuck, how am I back here? Whoa, okay. Oh boy. But gear wise, you could use something like this, but you also want 3% hit in your two-hander build. So like if I, what the hell is this? Okay. So I use Band of Jin for 1% hit, Don Julio's for another 1% hit, and then the Oni neck. Those are like your 3 main guys to get to 5 because you have 2 out of 3 in precision. You need 5% hit for PvP. I use those. The other thing you can sub in is instead of this, you can use the Tiger Hide Cloak. Zolian Tiger Hide Cloak gives you 1% hit. And then you could put in like a Ring of Servitude or whatever your spell power neck is. So you have those to juggle around. And at the same time, you also want to be able to switch to your one-hander build, which is like, I don't even know if I have a set for it. But it would be like your spell power guy, your shield. You would use your, maybe a healing ring or maybe another spell power ring and your Band of Servitude. Maybe like a Ring of Blackrock as the second. But I think Cauterizing Band, just the stamina, the healing is nice. Use whatever your neck is and then whatever your cloak is. So your full spell power, when you're doing one-hander and shield, don't worry about your hit percent. It's not going to matter as much because you're not doing as much crazy damage, right? And this build supports both of those, so I think that's really cool. I might try it more later. If I take it again, the only thing I would say is I would definitely do Redoubt instead of Improved Devotion Aura. All right. Yeah, so that's it. Holy Trispec, I think it's strong. Really flexible. A good spec if you want to be able to raid heal and do pre-mades and do world PvP with a two-hander and like bust people's ass. But you really need to, it really needs to work around your gear. If you don't have the gear to support it, don't bother. Go one of the other specs, like pick your favorite. All right, so cheers. That's that. Check out all the other videos I have of it. I think I do a good job showcasing what it can do, where its weaknesses are. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so I can change the URL. And that's all I have to say, and then you can unfollow later. Cheers. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. All right.